computer? No problem. Visually impaired kids learn to code using old-fashioned puzzles. Confronted with a desperate need to introduce coding in schools that did not have computer laboratories, a professor and one of his honest students turned to the age-old craft of building puzzles. From the man who figured out a way to teach children how to code without computers comes a new plan to make innovation coding puzzles accessible to the blind and the visually impaired. Professor Jean Greiling launched a pilot project, Tangible Africa, in Impaierd last week. Tangible Africa, in partnership with the Bona Ubuntu program, is an engagement project of Nelson Mandela's University Computing Sciences Department and the Leva Foundation. Using cardboard puzzles and cell phones, Greiling's original program has helped to teach thousands of children across the continent since 2017. When confronted with the desperate need to introduce coding in schools that did not have computer laboratories, Greiling and Byron Batterson, one of his honest students, turned to old craft and building puzzles. For many years, my students said we must do something to make children aware of software development, said Greiling, who has been a lecturer at Nelson Mandela University since 1992. Jackson Chabalala, the operations manager at the Leva Foundation, said, "All that is needed to play these offline coding games spearheaded by Tangible Africa is a smartphone, a coding kit, and eager learners." This partnership is called Bona Africa, coding for VIPs. VIPs meaning visually impaired people. The name is significant because we want to show Africa that we can develop homegrown solutions for our own people to promote digital inclusivity in Africa. Many people are disconnected from the digital economy, especially visually impaired people, and we want to help reduce this with digital education. The pupils from Bona Ubuntu were the first to try out the new games for visually impaired learners in Impaierd last week. They had a lot of fun, and it was great to see that the same skills of teamwork and collaboration were used during these sessions. Our prototypes are basic for now, but we would love to design tools specifically for blind and visually impaired children to play the games, including adapting our existing apps or developing a specialized app, Chabalala said. One of the pupils who tried out the game said, "This is the first step to get me ready for coding. I would love to be a software developer one day. It was hard at the beginning, but I practiced a few levels and started to love it." Robin Fick, Bona Ubuntu's program coordinator, welcomed the coding classes and collaboration with Tangible Africa. "Our focus is on inclusivity and accessibility for blind and visually impaired children, so we are very excited about the future opportunities that coding can offer our children," she said. Greiling said that a crowdfunding page would be used to raise money to develop the apps even further, adding tactile elements, adding braille to the game tokens, and designing the app to have better contrasts and audio. "Two children already told me that they would love to become software developers," he said. Chabalala said, "We have a dedicated crowdfunding page for Bona Africa, so anyone who would like to make a difference, from individuals to corporates, can support us. We also have a team of cyclists who were the first to come on board to support this cause." Greiling's wife, Louise, will head a team of cyclists who will ride the Karoo to Coast Mountain Bike Challenge to raise funds for Bona Africa later this year. The race is a grueling 100 kilometers off-road challenge from Uniondale to Knysna via Prince Alfred's Pass. She said, "We are practicing hard and will be wearing the Bona Africa colors with pride. We are a group of about 27 cyclists who like to make a difference. I know the cause of introducing visually impaired learners to coding will give us that extra drive and energy to complete the race for a purpose. The story first appeared in our weekly Davy Maverick 168 newspaper, which is available countrywide for 25 Rand. Source: Daily Maverick.